Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Pine Pass, part 25. And we're down here at the bottom of the hill. It's not much of a hill, but there is a hill there. And just looking up at our resort area, and you know, it just looks like there's a ski lodge, a big ski hotel up there. I like that everything's kind of hidden by the trees. I think it's a good look. Today, we are going to begin our next phase of development. We are over here by Harris Shores. You may remember Elizabeth, who had this all set as... She had her eye on it for tourism and leisure, and just a big money maker. Oh my goodness, look at the traffic. What's going on here? You know, we don't need these stoplights. You know what else we probably should do real quick? This is something I noticed in a play test I did once I got this area developed. Two things we're going to do. We're going to just temporarily connect this guy like there just so it can get police coverage and garbage. Just so it'll stop complaining. I'm going to turn it back on and let it just do its thing. But in the playtest, this became a problem. So I'm going to fix this. Instead of having... I don't have enough room to really have these guys come off, or have this come down and around because of this area. So instead, we're going to have to relocate this. So we're going to back this off to right here. I'm good with this still being 4 lanes right there because, well, we need a slip lane there. But we're gonna do a thing here. We're gonna fix this and make it better. I'm gonna turn my snap twos back on because I want to roughly follow this if I can. Around like that. Maybe we have to do it like this. That'll work for now. We can make it prettier in a minute. And then bring this to... I'm going to go ahead and start bringing this over at the angle that I want it at. To about there. And then let's see. Let's turn Anarchy off and see if we can't connect from there. That might be a little high is our problem. So let's go ahead and get that leveled down to here. And now try to get that connected somewhere. Just here, maybe. Maybe not. All right, well, let's try that again. Let's back that all the way off. And let's start with our connection then. So I know that I want this to run fairly parallel here for just a little section. And then, yeah, it's happy with that. That works for me. Let's get that going around the right way. And then we should be able to bring this up to about there. And then let's use the curved road tool maybe. It might not be the prettiest, but it's functional. And then flip that around. And now we don't have traffic merging in each other's way. We also don't really need this to be 4 lanes anymore. But I think I'm going to leave it. No, let's fix it. Let's do our lane mathematics. Let's make it right. I'm going to lose all of our lane markings here. Here, it's a slip lane / highway. That made that intersection look a little weird, but I should be able to come in here and just say that that's a middle. Yep, took care of that. Cool. So now we've actually got some dedicated turn lanes. Let's line this up a little bit better. I want to take this corner and bring it out to there. That looks much better. And then let's just get some lane markings in here so these guys know what they're doing. Control S, Shift F, Control S. I did the wrong thing. Control S. There we go. Cool. And then down here, may as well get all these lane markings. I know that this is really too close to have ramps, but And then another thing that occasionally becomes a problem, I don't know if it is right now or not, but this backs up a lot, and a lot of it are trucks wanting to come over here, because this is where our pedestrian service point is. So I'm thinking what we can do to help this area is just bring in an exit and entrance right here. Not both sides. Just, this is not lining up the way I want it to. Just like there, and then there, and then we will bring this one down. Turn Anarchy off so I know we're connecting in a good spot. And then right there, and then we'll flip that around and flip that around. I'm not going to worry about lane mathematics right here. It'll be fine. Mainly because we go up to a slip lane there. This will be fine, but it's not going to get a ton of traffic. There we go. That's just a couple of little extra fixes. The next big thing we're going to do is, and this we're going to pause, because we're going to basically sever this from all outside connectivity for a brief while. Oh yeah, I wanted to come in here. I don't think we're ever going to need these traffic lights. And if we do, we can put it back in later and deal with that problem then. But for now, I really think this, with the little bit of traffic that's out here, this is unnecessary, and it's causing a backup onto the highway. So that will, oh my God, that will all now clear up in time, because look, they're all turning right. Every last one of them's turning right, so it'll be fine. They have dedicated lanes. Nobody here can go straight across. These people are turning left. It's the only traffic conflict would be here for these guys. So yeah, that's all going to clear up just fine, and it's going to clear up just fine because we're going to pause and we're going to delete a big portion of this, aka all of it, and we're going to change the railroad once again. I know. So I want to first of all come in here with our friend the mods. Our friends, the mods? Yeah, our friends, the mods. And I just want to see if we can't, yeah, get that to be a better curve. I like that better. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn that off. Make sure I really did turn it off. Yes, it did. We're going to come in here. We're going to select our railroad. And we are going to come into here and say elevate this. We're going to turn on anarchy. And we're going to elevate all the way back to here. And you will see why in just a moment. There, we took that pretty far back, and for good reason. The reason being is we are going to elevate this. That'll almost get me there. I'm going to have to do something about those pillars, but for now we're just going to yoink that way up there and grab this road. And now we're just going to, instead of this curving like it did, it is just going to come straight out here. And I'm going to move the railroad a little bit more. Okay, so that's what I wanted to see. And then I wanted to also see how high this really needs to be. I don't think it needs to be as high as it is. What I also think we can do is that we can just relocate a big portion of it. So I know we just did a big thing with upgrading it, but I want it farther back from this. I want it closer to the highway. So we're going to have it curve over here and get closer to the highway. And then run as a bridge for most of this length. So let's do that. Let's make this happen. Should we just parallel the highway, or yeah, we'll parallel part of the highway. I think what we'll do, let's see where this comes through. This is really going to dictate a lot of what we're doing here. And we're probably going to wind up doing something slightly different with this road, in fact. I'm thinking maybe about here it's going to go turn up. We're going to have like a curve and have it curve and go straight and come back down and then across. I think that's what we're going to do anyway. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to go with. Yeah, that is what I want to do. I do want to do that. And I'm sorry for all the frequent edits. I'm all sniffly and sneezy all of a sudden just after I started recording this video. So, like 10 minutes in, and I'm going to stop now because I'm in the middle of a video. So, yeah, let me look at this and see where I want this to do its curving. So one thing I see right off the bat is that this area is slightly elevated. I just want to fix that real quick. I want this to all be nice and flat. So we're going to, once again, take some liberties with our train brush, bump that way back, and then get all of this to be at, oh, we are still dealing with just fallen trees, are we? I don't think so. There we go. We're going to bring all of that down to that, and then that should have solved that problem. Yep, looking good. So let's just fix this little bit of ugliness that we made here on the side of the hill by real quick. Just quick pass with the smoothing brush. And then I want to come back into this view. And this is going to kind of dictate where our curve is. So let's back this road out to about there. I think that's fine. And then I want to bring it up, and I think we'll go 2. Might be a bit much, but I think we're going to do 2. And then we'll go straight for just a little segment here. This might be a little far back to do this, because we still have this road to deal with. Well, for now. I mean, hey, nothing said we had to keep it there, did we? Nope. And then bring this over, but let's again, oh yeah, okay. No. We do want to bring this farther out. I'm not leaving myself enough space to work with here, so let's bring this out to about right about there, I think is good. Yeah, like that. And we're going to stay in this view so I can make sure we're not going to have to deal with any more train problems. Not that it's impossible to fix, but I mean, why mess with it if we don't have to? And then we're going to go there. And then this is where I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do back here as far as where and how far this goes. I think 4 across will be enough to do what I want to do. I have a plan for back here, and I think you guys are really going to really dig it. And then we're going to bring this back down. And then this is going to go straight out and then make a bridge over the highway, just wherever it can. So, can I get on? I sure do. So there, let's bring this back like 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Beautiful. Why did I count it off like that? Because reasons even I don't know. Let's not question it too much. And for now, we're just gonna get this bridge across here and just leave it there. And that didn't make that a whole bit. Oh, it's because I didn't have that turned on. This makes a nice straight slope. Like, if you look at that, beautiful, much better than what we had there. Cool. This is going to be a little town square. It's going to have some cool things in it, including a train station, which is one of the reasons why we're redoing the railroad just a little bit. And the railroad's going to kind of dictate where some things in this area go. This loop right here is also going to dictate where some things go. Basically, where we have that straight segment, we're gonna have something kind of special right here, and I think you're gonna like it. That kind of looks like a, I don't know what that shape looks like. Anyways, so now we need to get the railroad brought back in, and now we can do a better bridge than what we had. Yeah, let's leave that up in the air for now. We can always So we can come in right here, but then we can bring it back around so we're not going to be coming in at like such a steep angle across this road, and hopefully get across this without the use of anarchy. Yeah. Maybe. There we go. Cool. And then we're going to bring it back by the highway. Not right up against it, but close. To about, let's go right there. And then just roughly follow the highway. It doesn't have to be parallel. It just needs to kind of work. And then we're going to stop for a minute. We're going to stop right there. Because I want to get the train station in. So what is my middle point here? So this is 3,200, so 1,600 is my middle point. We're just going to run another one here. Let's actually turn off road guidelines to make sure we're really going out a full 1,600. There we go. And we are. And now we're going to bring this back. We go 2, so let's bring that. Oh God, where was that? I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. So the node should still be there. It is. Cool. So I want to bring this back like maybe a little bit farther than 2. No, I think 2 will be fine. Yeah, I think 2 will be fine. And then we're going to have some blocks in through here. And this is probably going to become a different road at some point. But for now, we're going to leave it as is. And then we're going to come back 2 more. And yeah, that should just work. And then what we're going to have is a block going off that way. And a block going off that way. And this is where our train station is going to live. If I can remember where train stations live, if I can remember where the right one is. Why are we only looking? Oh, that's why. Why am I only looking at one style of train station? So we want something elevated with bypass. So let's see here. So we have the glass box. That's fine, I guess, but it's too big. We have the crossover train station. Not really what we need. We don't need 2 lines. We do have the old market, but it is not a bypass station, is it? No, plus it has all those extra tracks. We don't want it. That's not a bypass station. This is a ground bypass station, but we need in the air. So elevated. So we've got basically that one to choose from. Yeah, so that's it. That's our train station. That's the one. We're going to plop that in right there. And then before I forget, we're also going to go ahead and put in a subway station. Just so I don't like start detailing. Yeah, right, like I'm going to detail. I will eventually. And we want one of these little guys. Kind of hoping it would go like right there, but it won't. So let's put it right there. That'll be fine. Cool. And now we just need to connect our railroad. So we want to grab this. And the first thing is I want to get it out of here without it intersecting this bridge, because that would be bad to, you know, collide with a bridge that we just spent all that time building. So we're going to go like right here with this. Actually, let's get a bridge across right here real fast. There we go. And now we can bring this down to about there, and then hopefully use that to finish it off. Yeah, that works. And then over here, I'm not as concerned about where it goes. I don't know that we're going to put anything out that way. If we do, it's something we can fix at a later time. So we're just going to do that whole bit as a bridge, because now I want to come in and check my slopes just to be certain that this isn't too bad. It is a 1.4 across the board. So hey, I can dig it. This is going to need to change over here because that's going to be way too tricky of a corner. So let's back this out a little bit, which is okay because I wasn't planning on using all of this space. And we're going to come out of the mod. There we go. I'm going to bring this out. How am I still in the mod? There we go. I'm going to bring this out straight just a little bit. And then we will come in with this. Go here and go here. And that makes a lovely curve. Awesome. So the last thing I need to do is come over here and slope this side. Is this up too high though? No, I think that's fine. I mean, it is pretty high, but it's up above the light poles, and I'm okay with that. So let's slope this side. Maybe. If I turn on the right mod. So if we go all the way back to where I made it the bridge, is probably a bit excessive. Like, that's a 0.5 for most of it, and that's fine. Let's instead go like about halfway. Let's go about there and see what we can get. It's a 0.5. That's beautiful. And then all of this can go back to being on the ground as I manage to scroll my mouse off the screen and cause it to start scrolling everything. So yeah, we can put all of this back on the ground over here. Right here. About there. I think it was about there. If not, well, it's close enough. And then here, we just want to slope from here to here, because I think we do have a tiny bit of elevation change. So, once again, set our slope, start there, and come all the way to here. It's tiny. It is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction. Now it's 0.2, and it's beautiful. And then I just want to see if there's anything that we need to do here. There. Cool. So it's practically flat all the way through there. We now have the train. This might be a little bit extreme, but I need to get this over, and I don't want this bridge to be bad. We could make the highway bridge over instead and have this come out straighter. That might be the better plan. I think that is the better plan. Yeah, I like that better. Let's fix this real quick. So where we know this road is going to be, we're going to come in here, get out of the mod again. We're going to grab our highway. We're going to grab that. We're going to close that. We're going to open this and tell this that we want this elevated up. And again, we're just going to kind of deal with the nodes that are nearest to here. So I want to bring that up to the elevation of at least that, probably higher, to be honest. Probably about there. And don't worry, that's not our final bridge. I just wanted to get it in the air so I can then grab this. Let's turn Anarchy off. It's probably not going to let me go under here, though. Yeah, there's pillars in the way. But that's all right. In fact, what we're going to do is we're just going to delete the highway for a minute. I know I just went through that trouble of doing that, and now I've just deleted it, but I think in the end this will be better. Cool. So now what I want to do is back this off to about there and about the same distance on this side. And then come back into the highways, go into here. That's not highways. Go into here, bring that elevated, close that. No, I always get confused which is which. Close that, and then with this being elevated, do that, and then do this like that. And now grab these nodes that are to either side of this road. Not that though. And get them as high as I need them to be. I think this is the better way to do this. I just want to clear the tops of the light poles. That's good. And then hopefully I'll be able to get a decent slope out of this without having to back this up any further. 4.1, a little rough. 2.7, a lot better. So we'll go back to there. Same on that side here. We've got 4.3, again, a little rough. 2.6, like it. It would help to click that, wouldn't it? 2.7, cool. We have a little bit of an embankment there, and that's fine. I can live with a little bit of an embankment. So now we need to do the same thing with the railroad again. Get that reconnected with our create curve, and done. And that should clear that just fine still. It might be a little bit low. No, I think we'll be fine with that. Cool. So the next thing we need to do is get this road reestablished. And I think where I want to do that is to either bring it in down here or right here, or maybe both. Maybe we do both with this road. So that anybody that's here in the town can get up there, but people that are coming in this way can get in back this way. So maybe, yeah, maybe we just do both. I'm down with both. So we're going to bring this up. Let's, again, look at a train. Let's turn anarchy off. And then we're going to curve up and just miss this hill. And then I'm going to try to run this straight along here. Like that. And then we're going to kill a bit of that pad that we made, but it's okay. It is, I promise. Oh, that's not quite enough. Okay, that's right. We'll back that off to there. We'll back that off to there. And now we should just get it to where that wants to be a curve, and it is. So here I want to come out straight right here, just a smidge, and then right here, just a smidge, just so we have a nice 90 on both of those, and connect that up like that. Beautiful. Our roads are reestablished. I probably have water pipes running every which way. Our train is rebuilt. Let's fix this, because this no longer makes sense. And then we've just got a little bit of work to do on resloping this road. But that shouldn't be too difficult. Let's get rid of that. Bring this over to here. Run this one up right there. And let's go ahead and get anything that is a straight bit down here connected, because that will be the easiest parts. And then I'm just going to run that all the way down there. And then right here we've got a nice straight segment. And then we'll turn off our snap twos and come around these corners. Cool, that gets our water pipes in. That reestablishes connectivity up here and gives us a couple different ways up there. Granted, this area is still a big giant cul-de-sac, and it's going to stay that way. I mean, it's up a mountain. Oh, one thing I wanted to do. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I don't know why. Maybe there was an avalanche here, but I don't like that that's just not got trees up there. Yeah, let's make that prettier. We're going to go ahead and bring those all the way down here. There, cool. I like that. Looks totally natural. Doesn't look like I just swapped it or slapped it with a mod at all. I mean that. So cool. This queue is slowly clearing up. Very, very, very. Actually, it's not clearing up at all, is it? Wow, why is that taking so long for all of this traffic? Is it just because of the speed changes? What is the speed limit on this road? It needs to be like 45. That's the wrong menu. It needs to be at least 45 coming down through here. I mean, it's 45. This is 35, though, right here for some reason. Yeah, there you go. I don't know why that made that 65 when it was 35 that I had clicked. What is that? Are you seeing this too? Like, I click them, like I don't have anything selected, and it's just choosing a number. It's kind of cool. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's kind of cool. I dig it. This can be faster here. This can match. Speed height. Why are you not changing? Oh, that's... No, edit. Why is it saying reset to default? I want it to be... Oh, when you have that on there, it resets to default. Oh, neat. Oh, no. Not me, apparently. Cool. So that... Yeah, look at that. Done. That's all it was that 135-mile-an-hour segment. They were just like, why do we have to go so slow right here? And now they're fine. Cool. So, we're going to do something kind of cool down here. I hope, anyway. I hope it turns out kind of cool. But before we do it, I want to go ahead and connect up our metros. Even though these are going to change probably many times, I want to do it anyway. Just so if we happen to get some ships coming in, which I don't know if we will or not. Oh, did I not put a metro down here yet? Oops. Oopsie. Yeah, that's problematic. I don't know where it's going to go. For now, we'll just use the same little teeny tiny one. Get out of the mod. Oop. Oh, wow. I'm just getting out of the game now. Game's like, fine. You don't want to play? I don't want to play either. There we go. And grab that. Now, come into here. Create curve, go underground. Go to there. Then hit shift again and go to there. And it's going to be like, no, never. So we just got to click that. And then come over here and click that. And wah, bam. Cool. So train station needs a connection. Train station also needs to not have that sharp corner right there. Can we do anything about that? Arrange it line mode. Can we make that a little gentler? No? For some reason I didn't have arrange line mode selected. A little better. Cool. Okay, so train lines. Metro line first, because that's what we were just working on. Come out of the mod. Come out of the game. Metro line from there to there. This is totally just to have it to there. But wait, there's more. We did that one up there too, but we're going to run... Yeah, see, now I'm torn because I want to run cable cars up there. So maybe we don't have a metro up there. I don't know. We'll leave it for now and we'll decide on that later. So trains. We currently have train station over here, train station over here. So let's get a line going from this one. Hopefully, yeah, on the other side. Good. Over to here. And then back again. And it's not going to want to go to the right side, but we're going to try anyway. I'm going to grab it, hold down shift, and drop it over there. Beautiful. And then we want one coming from this station over here to this station right here. And it's on the wrong side, but again, that's something we can fix in just a minute. This is probably going to be the wrong side as well. Oh, actually, no. It's fine. Cool. So that's that line. Now we want to come back over here and find where we were. There's where we were. And just grab either of these. It doesn't matter. Just move it to the other side. That way they're not both going in and out of the same side. And then we want to mark these different colors. I will make this 833 people we're riding. Wow. That's going to drop, though, because... we're now going to go over to this station. No, the other station. This one is already not allowing intercity trains. And we're going to do the same down here. I'm going to get rid of those. And we're going to make this station our new... This is where people come in to if they want the train, and then they can connect to the other places. But I saw one other thing that I wanted to do in this video that I forgot about when we were over here adding this with the industry. It's just a quick thing, and this is like super quick. We have a teeny tiny bit of industry back here. We're going to expand it just a teeny tiny bit more, and we're going to put it into the same theme as all of our other. But we're not going to worry about what it winds up at what level and all that good stuff. So we're just going to grab this road. Going to bring this block back. Maybe. And just to there and over there and over there. We're not going to worry about that lumpy and bumpy at all. And then we're just going to go ahead and de-zone the whole thing, rezone it back in, and bring it right up to the edge this time. And right back there. And right over to about there. And then we're just going to grab our fence just for continuity. Maybe not. Can I have that? Thank you. And just run that right there. And our water pipe should be covering that. Yep, covering it beautifully. And then I noticed that because we put the fence in, everybody has to walk all the way around. There is no connectivity over here to the train. So we are going to correct that problem. We're going to turn Anarchy on to do so. We're going to turn off everything except angle and grid. And it doesn't even care about grid. And we're just going to run this. Not right there. We want to get it right here. And this is why we needed Anarchy, because it goes through this building. And we're going to bring that to there. And then we're going to connect that like that. And then we'll straighten that up just a little bit. By moving this node, apparently. I can't grab that one anymore. There. Cool. And that way they can get through. This is going to give us slightly more industry in town. Not enough to offset 3,600 in imports, but enough all the same. So cool. The next thing we're going to do is start getting some of... Where'd they go? Maybe that was a different video. Must have been a different video that I wanted to describe. We're going to get some winter assets in that I thought I had sitting along this road that I don't. I think that was the video that I scrapped where I placed them out. I'm like, here's all the things I want to build. It was a bad video. It was terrible. Be glad. It was the other episode 24, the one that no longer exists. So I need a little bit more of a pad right back here. Not by much, just a bit. And we'll be able to blend this in just a little bit. We are going to add in a few things down here that's, I think, going to make a really neat attraction. If it all works out really well. The first one, it's going to be these buildings. The first one is going to be our spa hotel. And I want it centered right there. And then we are going to run a road up basically either side of it here. Probably, because this road isn't going to be here. That was just there for me to have marked as my center. We'll probably run this back with like just a bit of separation here. Not a huge amount because, well, no, that doesn't have land. I thought this had landscaping. So we will go out to about there. And I'm not sure how far back this needs to go just yet. So I'm going to run it to here for now. And then we're going to go on this other side. And we're going to do the same thing. And then the other asset I want to bring in right here, there's actually two more, is the Igloo Hotel. And what I'm going to do is drop that right there. And I just want to see if I can get the game to stop jumping around and get a rough estimation. That's 680 more. So if I go 680 and then like give it just a couple more spaces, and you'll see why, just a couple more spaces. And then we're going to bring the Igloo Hotel in back here. It's not centered, but that's okay. Because what I can do is I can turn on the grid here and kind of eyeball what I'm doing, using Move It. That gets it fairly centered up. And then both of these assets have connections, even without Anarchy turned on. So I turned Anarchy off. So we can connect that up. And then we can get some water pipes right back there for this guy. Like that. And we may as well go ahead and go down both sides. And then right behind here, I want to, I don't remember where it is. Gosh, where is it? There is one other. There it is. The ice fishing pond, an asset we looked at a long time ago. And I'm like, I want that. I think that fits in really well with what we're doing back here. I just want to, again, kind of center it. Just, you know, so it's centered. So now we've got this really cool spa hotel. But if you prefer, you can stay in the Igloo Hotel. And I think that's pretty freaking awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. And we'll detail it. We'll get some other work done on it. But there's going to be more that goes down in this area. It's not going to just be a train station way down here and that way up there. No, friends. We have big plans. Big plans. And we are going to look at those big plans in just a minute. So just pause because I'm confused. What's he doing here? There is no freight on this side at all. This is all passenger. I don't know. Also, whoever thought that was okay? Did I do that? Like, seriously, is that me or is that on the map already? No, I still don't know how we're going to get up there. I don't like that, but I don't know. I don't know how to get around it. That's why we haven't built anything up there yet. It's a problem for future, Brandon. Anyway. So, yeah, I just wanted to see. I thought I saw a cargo train going on the bypass terminal, and sure enough. Speaking of there's quite a few people wanting to ride this. 1,100? What? Do we have adequate trains? So 400, 250 on those. We've got 4 trains here. Not even half full, so we're okay there. But we're about to add some stuff out here. We've got 1 train that's full, 1 that was nearly full. Yeah, we'll see what happens once we develop this area. I'm not sure that that's going to stay the same. But I just looked at the runtime of this video and realized that we're kind of running short on time. It took a lot longer to get some things done than I anticipated. So what we'll do is leave it here and pick it up right here in this area next time. So until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.